June 15th, 2022. I want to show you something here. It's very interesting. It might be hard to read, so bear with me. Okay, so up here we have New Hampshire. Maybe New Hampshire, that's questionable. We have West Virginia. We have Arkansas. We have South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas. And we have Idaho. If you're wondering what this is a map of, other than the United States, this is a map of international and intercontinental airports. There are a lot of international airports in places I didn't think they were. Now, South Dakota, Nebraska, and Kansas does not shock me in any way, shape, or form. But what shocks me is other states that are in red areas that aren't very close to the border will tend to have, because the states are so big, will have 2 or more international, not intercontinental, but international airports. I live in Washington State. We have 2 very well known, SeaTac Airport on the west, Spokane in the east. They're both international airports. Plus, Washington State has a coastline in addition to the border with Canada. So when the Supreme Court had the ruling that you are not entitled to sue Border Patrol if they come into your home without a warrant, this is what they're talking about. So all you people who sit back and said, oh, well, that's 60%, those are the big cities, because they only put the big cities, because they knew that people who vote Republican won't put the connection together. Because you just look at the big city and like, I don't live in the big city. 100 miles, within 100 miles of the Washington coastline are a lot of rural areas that vote Republican. The eastern part of the state is nothing but a red zone. It's all Republican. A spattering of Dems here, little blue dots here and there, but it's all red. Outside of SeaTac Airport, you will hit suburbia, and then you hit rural areas within 100 miles. I did 100 miles to people I know who live south of Joint Base even, where I know it is a very red-leaning rural area. And outside of SeaTac Airport, these people are only 50 miles out, heading south. So when people sit back there and think, oh, well, this will only get the Dems and they get what's coming to them, 100 miles from any international airport, because technically speaking, an international airport is a border. It lets people come in and out from other countries easily. So this is something to think about, because as Supreme Court is overruling all these cases, they really are setting up a precedence of Americans losing their rights. And quite frankly, this is right on the timeline of the dreams that I have had. And so you rural area people, you're the biggest threat to the government, and you know this. But they've just now figured out a really cool workaround to getting into your homes and securing your weapons away from you under the guise of Border Patrol, Homeland Security. And you're laughing at us? Good luck with that.